trend trading is not actually strategy, but the base of the strategy that everybody in the beginning has to follow and totally understand. I can see students of mine that for the last, let's say, 2 years, they're not making any profits, but they consider themselves as, let's say, traders, and they cannot understand how the trend works. Trend is simple, it's clean. Follow the trend and make money, right? Yes, the majority of times. But sometimes this is wrong, at least not the way that most people do it. Today, I will break down all the uncomfortable truths about trend trading, the things guru don't mention about, and they don't want to mention because, of course, they sell courses about any stupid strategy that maybe exist or they make it exist out there. I want to give you an example before I hook into the main importance of this video. So the main reason that I'm opening TradeView.com and I'm choosing, for example, let's say gold, is because I want to make money. So for me to make money, what do I have to do? I have to be right. I have to be correct in my prediction on the future. So analyzing the market, what does that mean? I'm analyzing the market because I want to predict the future, because I want to make money. How am I able to do that? I have to choose between buying or selling, being long or being short. The right question here that the majority of traders they don't understand or maybe they don't do is why should I buy and why should I sell? This is a crucial question. The base of our strategy, as I said, is trend. And why this is the base of our strategy? Because by following your trend, that is your best friend, you can increase the probabilities. Let's say that I see that the trend is going up. So we have an uptrend. So my main consideration here, my main thinking is about going long somewhere. But I'm not going long wherever like I see the price. I'm trying to find the best entry position for me to execute the trade. Right now, let's say that we have an uptrend. You go away. Okay. We have an uptrend. So the first trade that it's coming up in our mind is like, let's buy this thing. Okay, we're not buying this thing right now. We're not buying this thing like that high. Why? Because the best entry to buy something into an uptrend is the lowest it can get without breaking the lowest point. So what does that mean? It means that I want the price to pull back and go lower, 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 the lower it can get without breaking my low. Because if the price breaks my low, I don't have an uptrend. It starts getting a downtrend. So this is my risk. Okay, so I need the best of the best entry. And what is the best entry? This is the previous high. And this here is the higher high. So I'm waiting the price to get into my POI, point of interest, here of my high and test it. And here is my entry. And my stop loss, of course, is under this low. And why is under this low? Because if the price breaks this low, we don't have an uptrend, we have a downtrend. So the best entry on an uptrend is the lowest it can get without breaking my lowest point, that where the move starts. The move starts here. Okay. After that, if the price make a higher high, for example, right here, so now I have a new high. This is here. Actually two highs, that the price breaks two highs. And here is my new low. So now, what is the best entry that I could possibly have right here? Why? Why here and not here? Because here, the price is lower than the previous high. It's also high, but it's lower than the previous high. So if the price go here, it's much better. Okay? And here I have another low that it's higher than the previous low. and here higher high. So this is how it works. Okay. The opposite, it is happening like on a downtrend. In a downtrend, I'm waiting the same thing to happen. What am I waiting? Okay. I'm waiting a lower low, lower than this, and I'm waiting the price to come as high as like it can get. For example, let's say here in the previous low, and test it where my entry can get like filled. Because if my price, for example, breaks this high and creates a new high, now I have an uptrend. So this is where my stop loss is getting. Like when I do something in trading, the real meaning here is like when I do something, it has to be a why. For example, I'm buying something because there's a why, because there's an uptrend, because there's the best entry possible, because the price in an uptrend is in the lowest, let's say, range that it can get, so I can have like the best RR ever possible. Because when I'm sorting like the price, I can see like a wave, for example, 0, 1, 1, 2, 2, 3. This is a lower low, for example, here, a lower low, and I'm waiting like for the 3, 4 move that it's a pullback, that it's getting like a higher low. For example, here that it tested the lower low right here. My stop loss is here. Why your stop loss is here? Why like go out from the trade with a loss if the price like moves upward here? Because there's an uptrend. Why there is an uptrend? Because it makes a higher high. How many times are you gonna be correct? With this strategy and following the exact system that I'm gonna show you, 65%, 70% of the time. And with the risk reward that I'm teaching you, that is a part of the system, you're gonna be every single year profitable. Like my previous year, it was one of the best trading years for me, for my students, and for my clients in Greece and all across Europe. This is my FX book. It's a live account, of course, and to my broker, and I'm collaborating for the last, yeah, it's almost like 1.5 years, something like that. I have just 1 month that it's negative. All of the other, on this one, January is negative as well, like till now, but it's not finished. Like everything, all these amazing results, as like my FX book shows, like it is like into an uptrend. Okay, so here is like something that I'm considering of going long because it's gonna go much higher. So let's go on the number one truth, and this is the main truth that I can give you as a value, like from my experience the last 10 years. I'm 32 years old. I'm day trading, long-term investing the last 10 years, like from the age of 22. And yeah, I have great results. My students have great results. And this is the number one truth that I wish I knew like earlier. Most trend traders lose during winning periods. And I'm gonna explain exactly what I mean. Here is the paradox. Trend trading works statistically, but destroys people psychologically. Why? Because trend don't pay consistently. You get a long period of maybe small losses, maybe break even trades that you're moving your stop loss into the entry, the price reverses, hit it, and then follows like the trend. Maybe missed entries because you want to execute the best trade because you have like a high leverage and maybe big lots, and also fake breakouts. Fake breakouts that they hit your stop loss candlestick, closes under, let's say, your supply or demand zone, and then continues. And maybe this is like make you all angry, destroy your psychology. That is the most important thing that you can master in trading. The most traders quit. Most traders quit right before the trend pays for everything. For everything. And here is like a question that I want to ask you. Ask yourself, can you handle being wrong maybe 3, 4 times in a row? Can you handle it emotionally? Because if you can't, you have to reconsider about like becoming a trader. So, secondly, like a second truth, that trend trading is boring. I have noticed, like in the previous video, why the most profitable traders out there, they are like really boring in what they do, not in life, but maybe in what they do and how they execute. And that's actually why it works. Like trend trading works because it's boring. Nobody wants to hear this, but yeah, trend trading is boring. There is no dopamine, there is no action, there is no concentrate, ba 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 ba, ba like the sound of the meta trader that makes you like oh, dopamine junkie. Most people don't fail because the strategy is bad. They fail because they can't sit on their hands. They overtrade again and again. They jump time frames like H4, H1, maybe 15 minutes, and they improve the system, but actually they destroy it. Trend trading only works for people who don't need excitement, and this is super super important. Like people that they are waiting, for example, as me waiting in, like saying gold. Let's put this here, like with alerts where the price is gonna drop. Maybe it's gonna drop below 5,075, or maybe continues up. Well, maybe let's see a squeeze right here, or maybe right here, like on this. After that, maybe it will fall like hard. Anyway, let's continue the third truth that is super important as well. Your win rate will look terrible sometimes. I don't remember my win rate right here. Let's see, where can I see that? My profitability. Yeah, it's 64 to 36. Like my system works like in the, how many trades I have? 153 trades in the last 1.5 years. And yeah, I have average 60 to 65, maybe sometimes 70% of win rate. But the rest 35% of the losing trades, I don't know if they will happen altogether. Most probably, I will have 1, 2, 3 trades like losses in a row, and that's okay. Let's be honest, guys. Trend trading often has like 50, 60% win rate. Maybe it has like long drawdowns sometimes, and that's normal. That's super normal. If you're trying to find like the best entry to execute the trade, you're gonna lose at the end. You're gonna lose. Don't consider these stupid fucking things about making like um, 12 RR by executing like a trade with 5 pips, let's say stop loss. This is stupid. Don't do that. Please, please don't do that. If that works for you, bring me, for example, a MyFX book like with a track record of 1 year. And if it's positive, I would say, yeah, okay, yeah, you're special. But doesn't work. I know. I teach people. Like I educated more than 3,000 people by myself the last 3 years. I know, 4 years. So when it works, it's amazing. Like you're not feeling tired. You're executing the trade and just going and going and going up, or maybe down, going up, going back, and it's going in the direction that you want. So the last thing that I want to point out is that the market will test always your beliefs. This is the fourth truth, and it's absolutely crucial to understand what I'm pointing out here. The market will test your beliefs. There will be weeks where your strategy works for everybody else, but not for you. You know, it might like have a great prediction that you are gonna give to your friends, maybe to your clients if you are a forex signal provider or whatever, and you will continue start doubting everything. This is where most traders abandon a system that wouldn't made them profitable long term. Trend trading is a belief system, not just a strategy. It's a belief system. You have to execute the system. And the real edge is trend trading isn't indicators. It's accepting uncertainty, detaching from outcomes, executing the same plan even when it feels pointless. So the question isn't, does trend trading work? The question is, are you gonna build it? Are you? If this video made you uncomfortable, please, for me and for yourself, this is good. If this video made you feel uncomfortable, it's good. That's where real growth starts. Subscribe if you wanna learn much more for the real truth. Thank you.